Hey guys, it's a Get Ready With Me Earth Healer movement. My name's Erin. So I'm just putting on my moisturizer right now, but I'm getting like a ton of downloads recently and I'm being guided to share. So I just did I believe it was a Get Ready With Me. My mind is like off because I have to keep it in this like spiritual mode instead of like a logical thinking mode, and then that throws me off when I try to explain that. But so if you've been following me, you'll probably stick with me, but for all the new people, please join and subscribe to this channel. It is a spiritual channel walking with God. It's not like these other channels that are, this is like a live prophetic channeling of God and the holy God, the God of light and love, the real thing. Because I've been watching. God has been placed me in a position to observe and watch what's going on around me. And I'm getting the word deception. So I get these words that pop in while I'm talking, and they don't belong to my sentences. So that's when I know that's how I talk. So I say, you know, I'm hearing the word deception. So it also shows you guys that this is real, because it would be very hard for me to be talking and then interrupt myself with words. So these are the kind of channeled messages that I receive that I don't always talk about. Like I talk about, okay, my last message, I'm getting to talk about my last message because it's really important before you guys like leave or anything. That I said in the end of my message that I didn't really talk about anything, that I didn't really have a message that day. And then God is so kind and loving and peaceful that I don't just get a message like, hey, stupid, no. Like, I don't hear that, okay? I just gradually get these little bits and pieces, like a nudge to like go back and look at the video. Just like not even saying that to me, but like okay, let me just look at the video. Like it's just a normal thing, because that's what I normally do. But it's kind of like, usually I'll wait till after I post it and then look at it. But I was like, just like drawn to watch it without posting it yet. And so I did, and then I saw the part where there's lots, and then I just started getting, like this morning, I just got more bits and pieces throughout from when I watched it or made it until now, that's like showing and proving it's one of the most profound messages that I've ever done. And I'm getting like goosebumps because it kind of wraps up the whole entire thing. It's like a final curtain call is what I just heard. Like it's a choice. Like you can keep doing this if you want to, or you can stop if you want to. But it's so profound and so amazing that I didn't even catch on to it. Like I completely forgot about different parts of it because it's just normal and natural for me to just be in this position and like have these things happen. And like sometimes you don't realize that things are happening, even if they're big things. You don't understand the message of it. And that's what God is portraying through my channel. Like all these little intricacies that I can't even put my mind around, because it's something that develops in our thoughts like later on. Like there might be a situation or a series of situations that just put the puzzle together in our mind as we go about our day, like later on. It could be years later, it could be months later, and that's how God works. It's like this smooth, like velvety, I'm seeing, visualizing like the smooth velvet, like I don't know if it's like a Dove commercial, like they're showing like caramel or whatever. They're trying to give you a visual of how smooth and delicate and just amazing this caramel is in this chocolate. But they're not showing the caramel. They're showing like this piece of silk fabric that looks beautiful, and the color and the way it moves, and how the light reflects off of it, and how beautiful and silky and smooth it is, right? So this is the visuals that I'm getting. And this is so amazing. This channel, this Earth Healer movement is so amazing. I would never walk away from this calling. I don't even think I would be able to, and I wouldn't want to. If I just no longer received messages, that's not my, that has nothing to do with me. But this is a gift of mine. And it's so brilliant and so amazing. And God wanted me to come on here and let you guys know that there's no such thing as not being a message on this channel. That was a beautiful, amazing, perfect message that I produced, directed, acted in, or whatever, unknowingly. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm the actress on this stage, but it's real life. It's the most amazing production of mankind. That's what I'm hearing. So those are big words. And it's like, this is what I'm getting, you guys. Like, either I'm like a super genius, but it's not even that. It's like, I can't make this stuff up. It's real life experiences, real life. You can look back at my video and see I'm just being a normal person. And these messages are just flowing out beautifully and perfectly, and so over our heads that we can't even fathom that it's a real profound message. So I can break it down for you, like how it was broken down for me. And these things that I was doing and talking about were about my twin flame journey. And that's what the twin flame journey does. This is a true, authentic twin flame journey. Okay, that's what I'm getting. This is not like the other twin flames that you've heard about, where people want to be a twin flame. This is being forced. And this is like real. It's not fake. It's not fantasy. It's not what other people are saying about this is my twin flame because we're so in love. Like it's a fairy tale. I'm not about fairy tales. I've never been about fairy tales. I didn't even watch fairy tales when I was little. The only thing I saw was Cinderella, and I connected to that. And it's so profound that it was Cinderella, is what I'm getting right now. Because that's the closest. But I've always gotten visuals and things about my twin flame journey that it's like everything. It's like all the fairy tales mixed into one. And I see the direct correlation as I've been going through this journey to those fairy tales. And then I see other people that are like false with their depictions of how they're a twin flame or whatever, and seeing like what they're saying, and it doesn't make any sense to me because I am one. So I would know what the other twin flames would be like. Like, I'm getting a visual of like Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. To me, that is like a twin flame journey right there. But they got to spend an extensive amount of time together. But it could have been just to bring the audience into their world so the world could see true love and see the lessons. So that's what we're being compared to. I'm also getting a vision of Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, so they could be twin flames. And they were like really happy together, but I don't know if that was a true love relationship. I'm getting like kind of like, this is like bad to say, but I'm getting like jerk vibes from Justin Timberlake. So there's like this like dynamic where the masculine has these like issues and problems, and they need to work on those issues and problems for you guys to get back together. But it's so difficult for the feminine to like hold space and wait for that masculine and not go crazy in the meanwhile and say a bunch of things and do a bunch of weird things. So they're learning as well the patience, the dedication, and just like in the fairy tales, when the princesses are like waiting, I'm getting like not Princess Diaries, but that could be, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. She was really young. But waiting for the prince, while the prince is going out and going through fighting all of these battles with all these different things. And that's life. It's not dragons and, you know, it's just life circumstances. That's how it correlates to the current day. So in the past, like let's say Romeo and Juliet times, that is a twin flame right there. And we could be reincarnated Romeo and Juliet, but we know better now. Like we have science and history and schooling where we know psychology, social, we know better now, so we can think differently. We're not going to just, you know, have nothing to lose, like have, oh my God, I'm getting itchy. That means I'm on point with this. I'm gonna put my Meaningful Beauty away, my skincare. And I also have Oil of Olay Regenerist moisturizer. I was being told to say that. I have a oral health video that I need to release, but it's like, I think it's bad, but I'm being told to just not worry about that kind of stuff, like that I'm growing and evolving and I'm trying to do the best that I can. And God says it's perfect, even though I'm not putting any effort in, like barely any effort into any of this, which is amazing. Yeah, and I have some health issues that I need to take care of, so I don't really know from one day to the next, like what is really going on, because I know that Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber have had a lot of health issues, and that's part of it. It's like there to tell you that you guys need to be together, like for your health and your sanity. You're a twin flame. You're two souls. I mean, one soul split into two bodies. So your system, your whole chakra system is off. And it's really, really difficult to get your whole system in an alignment when you're not connected. So even like, it's like disturbing to your sleep and your health and but with affirmations, with manifestation, you can try to center yourself and balance your chakra system, but it's very difficult. So I can try so hard to get on track with everything and try and try and try. And my childhood and everything, there's different things that throw you off. There's traumas that happened that are just like chemical imbalances, and we both have that. And it's not like I want this guy so bad that I'm like forcing this to happen, because he knows that, I know that, but the general public might not understand that. Like, they might not get it, but that's the whole thing. That's the learning process of this whole thing, is to educate the public on, because this is not just about me. It's about learning how God is in this present day, how it applies to our life, how the things in the Bible apply to our life, what the things in the Bible that are not relevant to present day life, and that were misconstrued and added, and I'm getting the word forged, like forged signatures or something like that. I don't know how else that would relate. Sometimes I take these words and I look them up after the fact, after the video, and see how that relates to anything that I'm talking about. I know that, like, I'm getting a visual of like a blacksmith, like forging the metal, like fusing it together, or like branding. And that's like using force. So forged is like forcing something, fusing it together. That's what I'm getting. So that relates to the Bible and how we as people were being forged and forced to believe in this document, to believe in every single word that it says, and to not falter or else like be burned at the stake. It's like life or death, until it became more infused in the culture. And so nobody would deny or refuse and partake in the leading of this movement. I'm hearing Christ movement. And then I'm getting a visual of the whole system, our whole body system. There's like a crystalline fluid that rises into our brain, into the pituitary gland in our brain. And that gives us enlightenment. So it's kind of like these prophetic words and channelings and everything that the Bible became. There was truth to that, just like how brilliant my videos are, where like you need interpretation. And then the interpretation became segmented and broken down into different dialects, languages, and things, and reinterpreted for their own benefit, for their own society. And then I'm also getting like visuals and instruction about talking about the Egyptian pyramid times. And I am kind of getting like some kind of intelligent interference with that, like aliens, but I don't know if it's like because of my research and everything. But how there was a lost, we already know this, there's lost technology that was higher than where we are now. And it was covered up by our governments, and the people that had the technology wanted to erase it. And then I'm getting that Trump correlation where like Trump and Tesla were related. How his like I'm getting great uncle was covering up when Tesla died, the energy. I'm getting like a visual of the like electricity and energy source, like time machine kind of stuff. And there's a book. I'm getting Baron Trump, the visual of how there was this book, The Adventures of Baron Trump or something like that, and how it all relates to the whole thing. And then the fact that he becomes president after that, all that happened, like they have it's almost like their family has the secrets to the Tesla technology that wasn't, like all the files and stuff were, you can't get to them. You can't, like, they're sealed is what I'm getting. So there's all this stuff that's like hidden and manipulated and just craziness going on behind the scenes of these like rich billionaires. That's what I'm getting. Kind of like Epstein Island. Like there's, and the Diddy house. There's like all this stuff going on that's so corrupt and bizarre. I'm getting a vision of Jay-Z and Beyonce. And then I don't understand. See, there's hype that happens. It's like called bandwagoning. I went to business school. And there's a phenomenon where people will hop on the bandwagon and start believing things. It's like a flash mob. That's the other visual that I just got. Where you see a bunch of people dancing and you just want to join in because it looks fun. And you want to be part of the crowd. And you think, oh, this is the newest, latest thing. Let me be a part of this. Well, they're doing that. There's these clubs like the Illuminati. There's these clubs, and that's how they all start promoting one person. Like, let's say Justin Bieber, like P. Diddy. I'm getting got with Justin Bieber and like got the grips on him. His parents signed off to allow him to manipulate, coerce him, not knowing what he was going to be doing, obviously. And breeding, rebranding, I'm just getting these words. And breeding doesn't make any sense, but that's disgusting. Anyways, coaching. I'm trying to think of the word that we know, and it's not breeding. It's, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, but we know what it is because we've been if you know that, what I'm talking about, you know what it is. So let me just put some face powder on. This isn't regular one, but I just got it because it's cheaper. So grooming, that's what it is, grooming. So now we know. Before we didn't, as a collective, as a whole, we didn't understand what was going on with Sean Puffy Combs. That's what I'm getting. We didn't understand what was going on. I'm even getting a vision of Oprah, The Rock. We didn't understand that whole like Lahaina, like Hawaii, Maui thing that happened and the fires. And I'm getting a picture of like Newsom. What is his name? I don't even remember. I'm in California. Was it Gary Newsom or whatever? The governor of California. So this whole like manipulation and corruption, and I'm even getting like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, why can't, it's Mercury retrograde. That's why I can't like say these words, but I swear to you, I've never had a problem with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And like the other day I had a problem with what it was like. Oh yeah, I haven't even released that video, but acidity. Like I was saying, I was oh my God, I was leaving out the D. So we can't like talk fluidly in this time. It's like, it's almost like there's like a skip, like a heartbeat, and there's like a skip in the heartbeat almost in this retrograde. I don't even know what retrograde actually is, but I'm getting like the rotation of the earth and the like solar system. It's like, I don't know, but anyways, they say that like technology glitches, and when you're talking fast, like you can stumble over your words and stuff like that. So that's what's happening right now to me, because this never happens. Especially when I'm doing these videos and like the words that like normally I say, like that I can't say them. It's just bizarre. So I was talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. So all you have to do is slow down a little bit, reboot the system, whatever, and then go back. Okay, so this video that I did, and then, but I want to talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger first. That came out pretty smooth now that I talked about it. So the corruption with him and the maid and stuff like that. And like, so in the past, this is where I'm getting at. This is like the spiritual world or God or whatever is telling me, okay, this is where I'm getting at, is that we didn't know all these things before, but now we do. Now we have better insight, and we know what Donald Trump is capable of. We know what Arnold Schwarzenegger is capable of, how he got his maid pregnant. He's a cheater to his wife, Maria Shriver. And it's not like the woman was better than Maria Shriver. It was like, just like a convenience type of thing. Like I'm getting like disgusting hormones, right? Like he's like he doesn't care about her. And they could have had a great relationship. She could have come on to him. Who knows what could have happened? But she was just like, he had no intention of being with her as a girlfriend or a wife or anything. Like, we all know that. I don't even know if she could speak English very well. So it wasn't about like her intelligence or her body. She was this short, chubby lady that was Hispanic. Nothing wrong with that. But we just know like his type and how he's an actor and how he's tall and good looking and muscular and whatever. There's nothing in this woman that would tell us that he was like in love with her. He could have been in love with her heart. They could have been twin flames for all we know. But I don't think so. That's not how it works. I would know. But we can't go around and like throw that term around, throw the twin flame terminology around like we know what it is when we don't. Like if it's not textbook, and mine is like textbook real. And I'm not using it to get him to be with me. It's actually pushing him away from me. And that's what's necessary, because we need to grow and evolve apart. That's how it works. And it's about spirituality, God, lessons. And that's what it's about. It's not just like, it's like using it as an excuse as to poor behavior. That's not what it is. And did Arnold Schwarzenegger say like he loved that woman? I don't think so. I don't think they publicly said that they are in love and they want to be together and they want to be married and all of that. That's not what that was about. That was about lust. And I'm hearing disgustingness. It wasn't about true love. It's not what it was about. Okay, so we know this. We know Diddy didn't love all these people, and that's all true love, and that's about God. We know that. We know he was using God as, you know, to try to make people think that he's not a bad person, when he was actually the devil. Nothing he did was good. And I don't know about raising his children and what his children are like or anything like that, but he's a bad example for his children. And it doesn't matter if you're like acting like a nice guy or whatever. It's manipulation. It's bad. It's covering up. It's using money like you're worshiping money. And I just saw this thing about the Illuminati and the eye on the pyramid on the money. I just saw a little short on that about how money means one eye. Like Mon means one. Like Monday is like the first day of the week. Like Mon is one. And then day is I. Or wait, I mean EY is I. Money is one eye. So like that's like we all see that on the money, like that's God. Like we're worshiping money because that's how we have to live, by money. That's how we survive. We need to get money in order to survive. So like P. Diddy and other people, like I keep getting a visual of like Oprah, like doing bad things, and I'm getting like the Epstein Island thing. So they're manipulating the public because I'm getting like a sorority fraternity type of thing, but it's multiple, it's like all sexes, right? So there's these groups. And I'm getting a vision of, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce, Diddy, Oprah, Epstein, Harvey Weinhardt, whatever his name was. Is that right? Anyways, so all of these billionaires and stuff. Ooh, I'm getting visuals of like, I think it's one of the Steves. Like Steve Jobs or Steve, the Apple guy, and even the Amazon guy. I don't know, but I'm hearing Google. I don't know who founded Google or the CEO. I don't know who that is. I'm getting Facebook. I'm getting like, okay, that, I don't know. But I'm getting like, maybe it's just the technology industry. Because I don't know. Because I'm getting a visual of like, what's that guy's name that founded Facebook? I know he has the red hair, and then he has like an Asian wife or something. I really used to know his name. Like it's like beyond me right now. But so all of these big billionaires, I'm getting a visual of Drake, and I'm hearing Madonna, but I don't know. Just like these artists. I don't know why I'm getting like visuals of like top artists, like even Eminem and stuff. And like I'm getting a visual of 50 Cent. Even I don't know why Chelsea Handler just like went in my mind, and like Chewy Gomez, I think, was her. And then I'm getting Ellen and Twitch. Like I'm getting these like connections where they're like bringing people in, and that's how it starts. Because they're like, I'm getting like Oprah and like, what's her name? Her best friend Gail or whatever. And then who is that other guy? Her like husband, or not husband, live-in boyfriend. Like Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. I don't know. These like duos. I'm getting like duos. But I kind of wanted to talk about my last video, and the correlations, but I'm getting all of this now, and I have to just go with it. Go with the flow, Aquarius. Blueface. Blueface was talking a lot about Aquarius and how we are. And the whole dog thing with the... Yeah, I've been watching that. I'm just like really interested in everything that's going on with all those. I don't try, it just comes into, well, some of it I do try. Some people I'm just like drawn to and just like curious, like it's something that's really big in the public eye though, usually. And I'm getting an itch on my nose. So it's like I need to know it because I can relate with other people as I'm talking. If I didn't care about it or look at it, then I wouldn't have anything to relate and correlate with the general public. That's what it's like. And this is going out into the ethers. This is going out through the network of information technology, through whatever devices are connected to this network. And so it's getting out into the public, into the psychic network and all of that. So it doesn't really matter the number of views that I get, or the number of, or the likes or the comments or anything like that. But you can totally do that because God does want you to support this channel and make this huge, which I don't really, that has nothing to do with me. This whole thing is just, I'm just doing what God is telling me to do and showing that God is real, God is good. Don't give up. Don't, like how it all works. And like, if your church isn't giving you the right stuff, which a lot of it isn't, then you know where to come here to get the truth. And this is like real channeling, real prophetic channeled messages, that it's real life, where you could tell that it's real, that it's not just like that you, because we're really intelligent people at this point, like the educated people, the ones that have gone to college and are confused, and even the ones that haven't gone to college, and like letting them know that, like, yeah, they weren't able to do that because of our society. Like, there's nothing to feel bad about or to like, but you need to be educated on this channel. And this is like the easiest way to do that. And you don't have to pay for it. Just like the video, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and you're getting your free education, which is going to make you richer, happier, better, and more connected with God and the universe and all things, not just God, because God is all things. It's encompassing everything. So it makes your brain not be so confused. And these drugs and alcohol and substances and all of that are designed to keep you numb to learning the truth, finding out the truth, discovering the truth. And it's all designed like that. It's all pushed out. Like, have you ever heard of, I'm getting like the drug cartels, like going into impoverished neighborhoods, like Black communities and all of that, and like putting up billboards and liquor stores and everything to start that whole ghetto mentality, and then the like pumping it into their brains, like sponsoring these, I'm getting this right now, like sponsoring these like music companies and everything, like rap development, and using these kids and their, to like brainwash them and get them to be addicted and to stay lower and all of that through drugs and alcohol, and fighting against one another, fighting for stealing because they don't have any other way of, you know, getting food, and like stuff like that. And that I'm getting like an Asian, the Asian owners and the Black communities, and them like not even getting along because the Asians just came in there to make money. So they didn't care about the Black community. They just wanted their money. And so they were mean to them. And then the Black people fought against them. Like, I don't know why I'm putting this on under my eyes. But that's how the whole LA riots started. Because they're tired of being treated less than. And like, it's like you can only take so much. So we're getting away from that now. They're really, the Black community is really like overcoming a lot of these issues, and they're becoming like amazing, like athletes and singers and comedians, and just even like, what's that guy's name? Scientists and stuff like that. I forgot his name. The Black dude with the curly hair. The scientific guy. I keep getting Tyrone, but I don't know what that... Tyler Lagrossi? I don't know. Something like that. Okay, so my last video, I pinched my hand in the thing. Nothing was on my hand, like, ever since. Like, nothing. I just pinched it right now, but nothing is on this hand. Like, it's completely, like, there was no scab, no nothing bled or anything like that. But it hurt really bad. But then it went away like immediately. So that was showing like that I have like this healing ability. And then also, I was referencing things in that video, and not even knowing like what it meant to other things. So I was talking about my nails and how I was glad to get rid of them, because when I would go to the nail salon, they didn't even do it right. But I kept staying, trying to get them to do it right, because I liked the atmosphere. It was like a huge nail salon. There was tons of, you could just walk in, and then they would give you like alcohol. They would give you like 1 or 2 glasses of this like wine. What was it called? Like Moscato. They would give you anything, like snacks and drinks, and I liked that because I don't like making appointments. I like just going in whenever I feel like it and just getting somebody. And so, but they weren't doing a good job on my nails. Like they didn't even do long nails. So the tips that they were putting on were not for long nails, or they didn't know how to do them. They were just it was like trying to get us in and out as quickly as possible with no complaining, no nothing. Like, just like getting like industrial, like, what do you call that? Like the line, whatever. I know these terms, and it's just like so annoying when you can't think of it. Like whatever. I keep getting industrial line, but I know there's another term for it. Oh my God. I gotta put some gray in this. If I just slow down and just process and like think about it. Assembly line, that's what it is, assembly line. But it's not even an assembly line because it's like one person, but anyways. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Like my makeup. I gotta do my lips. Okay, so I talked about my nails, the nail salon and everything, and how it was just like the whole experience of it was the lesson. So it wasn't, and I was saying that I didn't even like my nails. I didn't even, you know, like the output of it, but I just didn't know what was going on. Like I didn't know, like they pretty much gaslit me and convinced me that like that was like how they were supposed to be. I didn't even like the way that they looked. And I kept telling them that the shape was wrong and stuff. But I kept going back because they were luring me in with the alcohol and the ambiance and not having an appointment. And that's not a normal thing of like the small salons, right? So then I was going around thinking that my nails were okay, but they were really ugly, but I was still paying a price, this expensive price, thinking that it probably looked good, that it was just me, that I just was having a problem. But it was actually them. And it was actually a good thing that they kicked me out, because I kept, like, there was a bunch of problems that happened there. So those were lessons. And that I was meant to go through that. And then I also talked about how the container for my soap got rusted. And then I bought another one thinking like, oh, maybe it's just that batch or something that I did to make it rust. And then I tried to clean it. I tried to buy rust cleaner, everything, and it makes a mark on my counter. So I was like, oh, maybe I can put it on a tray. Maybe it's the counter. Maybe it's the soap. But the soap is at the store that the container, you buy the container at. So anyways, I bought another one and it was still the same thing. And this is a national I don't know if it's international, probably because of the website, but what is it called? Bath and Body Works. And so why are they've had these same products there for years. Am I the only one that gets rust all over this like soap holder? It's just weird to me. I'm like, how come this doesn't work? Like, this is weird. So it convinces you that like, you must be the problem, because why is everybody else doing this and they're okay with it? And it just makes you think. It's the bandwagon thing. Everybody else is doing it, so you just do it too. That's what the whole bandwagon thing was about, you guys. This is amazing stuff. So, like, when you're a black sheep in the family and your whole family is like, you're tripping, like, you have a problem. We're not the problem, you're the problem. Like, not saying that directly, but that's what you start to think. And that's how you develop this behavior of not knowing your self-worth, not knowing what's right and wrong. And then it directly correlates with the twin flame journey. That's why I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't know I was being manipulated. He might have not even known what he was doing. And so it's all showing us that, because he's a good person. He's not like a cheater and a manipulator. Like, that's not the person that I met. But when you're being gaslit and you're being like, you're starting to change your way of thinking and you're starting to become like other people when you're surrounded by these people. And it's almost like you can't even help it. You're just not conscious of it. That's what it is. Just like the video where I wasn't even conscious of that I was showing any lessons or anything like that. Because at the end of the video, I don't normally even say that. Even if I don't know what I just did, I'll just go back and watch it. But I actually said, oh, I didn't even have any good messages this time. There wasn't even a message this time. And I had literally hurt my hand, closed the makeup case on my hand like really bad, and completely healed, showed that it wasn't even like, nothing really even happened. It didn't even hurt. I completely forgot about it afterwards. And that's what I was saying, that I was getting injured and hurt, like it was really bad, and then nothing was there, or barely anything, and then it would go away. And that's exactly what happened with my hand. So it's like trying to like show and prove through me. And I signed up for this stuff. It's like, and the stuff is getting really crazy because it's like your health is involved and everything, but I can't help it if I'm a twin flame or if I'm doing all this stuff. This stuff is happening to me. I'm just trying to live my life like a normal person and trying to survive in this world. And all of this is just happening. Same with my twin flame. He's trying, this is what I think, because I don't even know, because I'm not even like around him or talk to him or anything. But as far as I'm concerned, unless I have other proof otherwise, is that he is just like me. If I'm a twin flame, and he's just trying to survive, and just, it's just this, all this stuff is just happening. So in order to break the cycle, you have to become uncomfortable and start, it's like a rotation, like the wheel is going this way, like clockwise, and you have to stop the wheel from going clockwise and then turning everybody around to go your way and go around the other way. So it's going to be really hard at first. It's going to be really hard at first just to turn around and start going back uphill, backwards, upside down, and start going around before everybody starts coming with you and allowing you to move, because you're so stuck in that first position, you can't even stop it from happening. You can't stop the clockwise wheel from turning to begin with. You have to freaking put your feet down and make everybody else put their feet down like Fred Flintstone and stop the car from moving, stop those wheels from moving. And that hurts. And that is not fun. Because it would be easy just to ride in the car with those wheels going one direction. But no, you have to convince everybody to stop the car and turn it around. Like, you're going the wrong way. This is not the way to go. Maybe everybody did it this way, but now we have to break the cycle and go the other way. You have to rewire your brain and your body to change, because it's like society has influenced you and manipulated you and brainwashed you to go in this direction. So you have to stop it, put on the brakes, and then everybody's going to be like, why did you get out of the car? Like, what are you doing? You can walk back by yourself. I'm getting a vision of like Forrest Gump, just like on the freeway, like walking by himself. And then everybody wondering, like, what are you doing out here walking? Like, I know you're mental, but he was like probably smarter than the other people, the brainwashed people. Like, we can learn from autistic kids and even children by like what's like normal and what's programmed. Like, it's almost like the autistic people like can't even be programmed. Like, there's certain programming, like social programming, that they cannot see or like understand. They only understand, like, you know, they can't process that in their brain. So they make things very simple. And that's basically like showing us like we have to go back to the simplicity of life. Like, these messages are really deep and profound. And even if it goes over your head, like, I can try to explain some things and make you understand like what the lessons actually were. And sometimes you guys, just with your own lives or whatever, you'll think about what I said like later on or whatever, and it will make sense to you, like with your own life or your own like thoughts and your own things that are going on. And then you guys can like, you know, share and show people these videos and stuff. And we're all trying to like make a difference in this world, like change, make the momentum of the wheel go the opposite direction. And that takes a village, it takes a movement, it takes a force of nature in order to do this. And so with my efforts by myself, I had to stop in the middle of the road, get out of the car, and start walking the other direction, like Forrest Gump. And maybe like one person would stop and say, "What are you doing?" But all of a sudden, like everybody's going to start going in the direction. And I've already seen that happening. And I don't need to have 1 million followers. I don't need to have people come and like my videos and everything. But I really would appreciate that, because you know who got out of the car. And that's not just trying to, you know, the other people are really helping, even though they don't even know it, by their followers and what they're saying to their people, like the psychics and all the other YouTubers and everything that are catching on, because it comes from the psychics. And a lot of the psychics, a lot of spiritual people are kind of like in the new wave of technology and the YouTubers and all of that. So they're picking up their spiritual, like the tattoos and all that. Like there's like this culture that is drawn to, like, I'm hearing the dark side, this dark culture that has like the drugs, the alcohol, the hallucinogens, the mushrooms, the weed, and all of that, and the tattoos and the meanings and all this stuff. So they're more believers in spirituality, but also God. So it's like a gateway. And so I'm able to get in there. I don't have tattoos. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Sometimes I do drink some wine or alcohol or whatever. But I'm trying not to do that anymore because it's like really bad. Yeah, the only time I ever remember doing that is like at those nail salon, or like at my mom's for like Christmas or something like that, and whatever. But anyways, it's not bad if I do it like once a year or twice a year. It's not even like, and I'm drinking like 1 glass of wine or 2 glasses. But I do think it is kind of bad because like my kids and their boyfriend and stuff, like I don't even see them that much, and then I see them and that's what I'm doing. So that's like really bad, because if I'm acting weird and I'm drinking alcohol in front of them and that's not my character, they could think that that's what I do, you know? So I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. And it's not even worth it. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I don't need to do that. I'm happy and like good without it. Like, I don't need to poison my body and alter my state of mind to have more fun. That's basically what people are doing because they're so miserable. It's like, no, you're missing the complete point. That is harming your body. And you need to work on yourself without that to be happy like that all the time, like me. And even if you get like sad and depressed and anxious or whatever, like you need to work on it, like with God and with affirmations, and work on yourself. Make yourself feel better. And they are doing a lot of that, like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky is like a really good example of a couple that's in that kind of like community that They sing music for the community. And Rihanna doesn't even drink. I don't even know what she does, but I think I heard her say that she doesn't drink alcohol anymore or smoke or something like that. I don't know, but because I kind of recall it, but then I don't really know if she said drinking or smoking or what. But a lot of the times when they get pregnant, then they start like being better for the babies, for the kids. And so, but then other ones, they just don't stop. They don't seem to have a problem with it, or it's just part of the culture, and it's like a bandwagon thing. It's like, well, everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it too. And it's just like, no, stop it, and let's turn the wheel back and let's go the other direction. Okay, come on. That doesn't mean you're cool. Harming your body does not mean you're cool. We get it. You're trying to make a statement. You're trying to be bold and out there, but that's not the way to do it. That's not the impression that you want to make on your kids and your children, on kids in general and your children. And you have to do better, be better, take care of your body, take care of your health, and be an example and a leader. Okay, so that's my message today. This is my outfit. It's a two-piece Fabletics. The door is kind of open. And I'm just going to be wearing this Fabletics. It's lined, and it has like Sherpa on the outside. This is a large Fabletics. And then it's just a big oversized thing where I can leave it like open, or I can zip it up. And then I'm going to be wearing, I don't think these shoes go. I'm going to change my shoes. So I was going to be wearing these. I don't think they really match. So I'm going to be probably wearing these or these. Probably these. Those Uggs. Yeah, so it's a lot of like practical lessons that I'm teaching on here. So I'm a spiritual leader and teacher of the way, the chosen one, showing the way. So I gotta put my lipstick on. So I have this belt bag, showing you what I'm wearing. So our health is very important, so we can live a long time and spread our wisdom. Because the older we get, the wiser we should be getting. And the more that we have a purpose in this world to share the wisdom. And so we need to take care of our bodies, and that's learning more wisdom. This is ColourPop brand of lip liner. It's just a very light neutral. Can barely see it, but my lip is still kind of numb, and my chin from that infection that I had. But I think it's getting better and better every day. That's what I'm telling myself. And it is. It feels like, because if you think about how it felt like, you know, weeks ago, not just like yesterday, then you can really compare the difference. So that's what you have to think about your life as well. Don't be so up close. Like, there's a micro perspective and then there's a macro perspective. Micro is like very detail oriented on what is exactly happening like in your space right now. But you can't always see the bigger picture if you're just zoned in on, but you do need to zone in on what is happening currently in the moment. But you also can step back and look at the bigger picture of everything. Because I've been focused on the here and now, the micro perspective, I can take a step back if I changed things. Say you changed your whole routine, you changed everything. You can take a step back and look at the bigger picture and say, what difference did that make when I was putting in all that micro level work, and get a macro perspective? That's like economics. When you're investing in money or whatever, investing in stocks, if every day you do some kind of system, stock trading or whatever, and it's a system, so no matter what you do, you follow the system, just like brushing your teeth or whatever. There's a system, and you know, did the system work? When you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, like months of data, like when you go to your dentist appointment and you've been doing something over and over again, did it work? Did it help? And that's not the best example, because I'll tell you about your oral health thing in another video. I have a weird video, okay? And it's bad, but I might just drop it anyways, because it doesn't matter if it's bad. It's just the information getting out there. And that's what I'm being told. So this is not a production team doing this. This is one person, solo dolo, with the universe helping me, which is amazing. That's what makes it amazing. And then people don't even get it, because you have to be really smart to watch this channel and to get what's going on. And that's kind of funny, because it's calling a lot of people like not very smart. Yeah. So we'll get it, and we'll spread the message, whether they like it or not. And that's the way it is. So this is my outfit. I've got to put my shoes on. I'm going to be putting my socks on too. But these are my shoes. And they did kind of get dirty. They're Uggs. I didn't really take care of them very well when I should have. Like put some spray on it or something. I was being too lazy to do that. So I wasn't listening to my guidance. So that's what happens when we don't listen to our guidance. Things get messed up, and then we see, oh yeah, I should have listened to my guidance, but I didn't. So now we're gonna have to live with the consequences, and we're gonna have to do better next time. The next time we get shoes, or we have to buy something to clean it, treat it, spray the stuff on after we clean it, and move forward. Okay, so I hope you liked this video and that you're warm and cozy and that you are enjoying your life every day, and watch more of my videos to create that lifestyle and help me continue this movement. All right, peace, love, and light. Bye, guys.